Hey, before we get into the video, disclaimer: we got some cussing, uh, flaming, and roasting you guys, the people on this other side of the screen. Like, yeah, you. We're gonna be roasting you. But if you do like this video, like, subscribe, comment. I'm doing this when I just woke up from a nap, and I went to sleep around 1. So, what are we talking about today? We're talking about how you can't buy a house in 2020 or ever. So shout out to Angel and Landon, my two homies. We are going to rent a house, and how that's going to work is because you can't essentially buy a house because it's this much to buy a house and it's this much to rent a house. Not sure how I'll edit it, but if I do, I do. So it'll be this much for the house, and then renting it's that much. Got it? And then this is what happened when COVID happened, and then the housing price went from going up, down, up, down, up, and down, and then COVID happened, and then skyrocketing down. Which I gotta say, I kind of don't care, but if this continues, we're all fucked because by whatever this year is, we will not be able to be financially stable like Caleb Hammer is trying to do. If you don't like Caleb Hammer, what the fuck are you doing? Because that man is actually a great guy, and if you know anything about him, you should honestly shut the fuck up and listen to him because he actually does something very smart. He doesn't talk about things you don't want to talk about. So if you're like something OF or something, he won't say anything about it, but he'll cuss you out. He'll do everything in the book because the people in there don't care. Like, he motherfucker gets canceled every day. So, in my personal opinion, I like Caleb Hammer because this man's trying to get the future of America where it's headed. He's actually kind of like the future of America, just with the slight problem. Motherfucker's doing this at what, 29? Bro was like 30, and damn, I'm gonna be honest, he goat. But with these people saying, with some of these like people that come in saying they have thousands of debt, they can't get out of it. Honestly, you just gotta make it work. Like Caleb Hammer says, you can always change it. You just need to change what you're doing. If you want to buy a house, you can't do that. It's like virtually impossible unless you're like a millionaire, which at that point you're just set up for life. But if you're like the middle class where you're like you can rent a house like my dad and me are, but you can't buy a house because of how expensive it is, like that's expensive, goddamn. Then why own a house when you can rent one when it's much better off renting? Like you could technically buy a house and then have friends or whatever rent the house, and you just take the payments and you take it and pay whatever they have for their monthly rent. So if it's like 2,000 or $3,000 because it's three people, well, let me think. Let's think rationally. If it's $3,000, right, and there's three people, how much money is everybody paying? This is hypothetical. It's not real. This is not hypothetical. Everybody's paying at least 3 grand or 1 grand. My bad. Math is not mathing for me today. But you're gonna pay at least a monthly $1,000, 1 grand. That's normal. But with this new stuff and everything, with people what they want, doing whatever they feel like, going into financial ruin like Caleb Hammer's trying them not to do, the house market from 2020 is going up and then plummeting. Why is this an issue? You can't fucking own a house if you even wanted to. Why? Because it's that bad to the point where nobody wants a house. Like, you can you can look at any housing market if you ever wanted to. My God, it's so bad. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. Every teenager out there understands the fact that um, you're supposed to you're supposed to graduate high school, go into a college, spend thousands of dollars in financial ruin for absolutely a shit job that you won't ever like, and you're just told that. But new days change. Everybody's figured out that you don't need to do that. You can go straight into the trades and get money very fast. You can do plumber, electrician, or whatever. It only takes like a couple of years, guys. It only takes, I think, 5 years. I'll put it on screen. Boom. But it only takes 5 or like 10 years. And then you can take an apprenticeship where you can start fucking making money. And that's what I find really interesting. And I'm really tempted to like just go into trades and fuck all this. But this is my YouTube channel, and I love my YouTube channel. But I'm sticking with this, and then having a side job because YouTube don't pay me. I gotta get 500 subs, and then I can get verified. Then I can start making money. Okay, we have a deal. If I make videos and you guys like my content, like and subscribe because I want to make some fucking cash. I want that cash. Yeah, I'm a greedy little bitch. Okay, leave me alone. Yeah, fuck you. So why is this very important? Because you can instead you have this option. You can go in financial debt. Um, you can go into financial debt and then ruin your life for a couple years, and then eat ramen for like 15 years, not get out of it, and then have no girlfriend, no life, no bitches, no nothing. Or you can go instead and go into the trades, get money, go into a apprenticeship, get bitches, and then have a family that you can support. Because if you go into like a job where it's like an office job, you're getting paid like a 9 to 5 worker. Why is this important? Because motherfucker, no one likes an office job. No one likes 9 to 5. It's the most boring, grueling, emotionally invested bullshit job. Why? You can't get hired at 15, 16. You know why? Because you need work experience. How do you get work experience? You gotta go work. How do you get work experience? You gotta work. You see all this like collapsing in, right, guys? Because the only way you get a job is by working. But how do you get a job? You got to get hired. Um, how do you get hired? You got to go apply. How do you get applied? You got to have fucking work experience. It makes no bull. It's so much bullshit. It's like what the fuck? How? Don't know. Like I don't even know what jobs require work experience. I'll do that editing now. Boom. Those are the jobs that require editing. Or fuck. Those are the jobs that require job experiences. And guess what? I'm not gonna work a 9 to 5. I would rather sit on my ass and then do trade work than um the jobs that require work experience. But I get people that want to do like office, or some people want to do lawyer, doctor. I understand that. That's a good job. It's mentally exhausting though. However, it is what it is. But the housing market went from this in the 90s to this in the 20s. Right now, 2026, I believe. I'll put whatever is up that's available on screen here. But how is this all important? Because by whatever this year is, I'm gonna make a guess. By the early 20, I want to say 2050s. This is the future, by the way. No guesses. We are not gonna be able to own a house. Everybody's gonna be brain dead, retarded, factory workers that can't do anything, and we're going to devolve as a society. Because guess what? I've seen a lot of things on my TikTok feed that says we're fucked, like really fucked. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of agree. But if we aren't by like I could sit here for a whole hour explaining it in every single detail, but I'm not gonna do that. I want you guys to understand, please, please do not go in financial debt unless you really want to. If you want a job that's really good, like office or like a doctor, lawyer, or whatever, you can do that. I'm not gonna sit here and say you shouldn't fucking do that. You should. But please, please, I beg of you, do not go in financial debt over some bullshit like Caleb Hammer has said, dumb people that wanted trucks spent thousands of dollars on a truck. Don't do that, please. I will edit this video today or tomorrow, and if you do like this video, like and subscribe because I really would like to get verified because that's my goal. And then I will give back to my community. So please like and subscribe.